Coronavirus, 10 reasons you should not panic. It's taken around 3 months for a virus the size of 1/900th of the width of a human hair to move across the world, infecting hundreds of thousands and killing nearly 4,500 people. That's the bad news. Good news in the fight against the new coronavirus, COVID-19, seems hard to find. But a scientist in Spain is offering some reassuring news about what can be done to stop the spread of the disease and the fact that we have never had better tools to fight the virus. 1. We know what it is. The first cases of AIDS were described in June 1981 and it took more than 2 years to identify the virus causing the disease. With COVID-19, the first cases of severe pneumonia were reported in China on December 31, 2019, and by January 7 the virus had already been identified. The genome was available on day 10. 2. We know how to detect the virus. Since January 13, a test to detect the virus has been available. 3. The situation is improving in China. The strong control and isolation measures imposed by China are paying off. For several weeks now, the number of cases diagnosed every day is decreasing. 4. 80% of the cases are mild. The disease causes no symptoms or is mild in 81% of cases. Of course, in 14% it can cause severe pneumonia and in 5% it can become critical or even fatal. It is still unclear what the death rate may be. 5. People recover. Much of the reported data relates to the increase in the number of confirmed cases and the number of deaths, but most infected people are cured. There are 13 times more cured cases than deaths, and that proportion is increasing. 6. Symptoms appear mild in children. Only 3% of cases occur in people under 20, and mortality under 40 is only 0.2%. Symptoms are so mild in children it can go unnoticed. 7. The virus can be wiped clean. The virus can be effectively inactivated from surfaces with a solution of ethanol, hydrogen peroxide or sodium hypochlorite, in just 1 minute. Frequent hand washing with soap and water is the most effective way to avoid contagion. 8. Science is on it, globally. It is the age of international science cooperation. After just over a month, 164 articles could be accessed in PubMed on COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2, as well as many others available in repositories of articles not yet reviewed. They are preliminary works on vaccines, treatments, epidemiology, genetics and phylogeny, diagnosis, clinical aspects, etc. These articles were written by some 700 authors, distributed throughout the planet. It is cooperative science, shared and open. In 2003, with the SARS epidemic, it took more than a year to reach less than half that number of articles. In addition, most scientific journals have left their publications as open access on the subject of coronaviruses. 9. There are already vaccine prototypes. Our ability to design new vaccines is spectacular. There are already more than 8 projects underway seeking a vaccine against the new coronavirus. There are groups that work on vaccination projects against similar viruses. The vaccine group of the University of Queensland, in Australia, has announced it is already working on a prototype using the technique called molecular clamp, a novel technology. This is just one example that could allow vaccine production in record time. Prototypes may soon be tested on humans. 10. Antiviral trials are underway. Vaccines are preventive. Right now, the treatment of people who are already sick is important. There are already more than 80 clinical trials analyzing coronavirus treatments. These are antivirals that have been used for other infections, which are already approved and that we know are safe. One of those that has already been tested in humans is remdesivir, a broad-spectrum antiviral still under study, which has been tested against Ebola and SARS/MERS. The 1918 flu pandemic caused more than 25 million deaths in less than 25 weeks. Could something similar happen now? Probably not. We have never been better prepared to fight a pandemic.